brought to you by Meeple Monthly, the Game Insider magazine. For more information, check out meeplemonthly.com. Hey everybody, it's Rain from Initiative Tabletop, and I'm excited to announce that we've got a brand new video segment for you. Thanks to the fine folks at Meeple Monthly, we're going to start bringing you the latest in tabletop gaming releases. What this means is we're going to release a video this month that's going to highlight all of the upcoming games that we'll be releasing next month. So that way you're a month ahead of the competition, and that gives you plenty of time to get your wallets ready. So let's get straight to work. First on the list of new releases coming next month is Legend of the Five Rings Ivory Edition from Alderac Entertainment Group. Now this is a story-driven CCG that's been in circulation for quite some time now, and it's got tons of dedicated players all over the globe. Peace has been restored to the Emerald Empire of Rokugan, but for how long will it last? In the distant colonies, the expansion lands bordering on the ashes of an extinct nation, the forces of ambition and greed remain very powerful and can drive even the noblest samurai to a wicked path. It's going to be a brand new set for the game. It's going to be great, and I think the starter boxes are going to, well, the booster boxes are going to be releasing at about $179.91. So keep your eye out on that. Next, from Alderac Entertainment Group, something that is near and dear to my heart, is Love Letter, The Legend of the Five Rings Edition. So I've played L5R for a little while. I love the artwork, I love the story behind the game, and they're making a love letter themed with Legend of the Five Rings. This one you're going to be going after Iwiko Miyaka, I hope I said that right. She's the princess, and it's going to follow the same rules, except you're going to have characters in the Legend of the Five Rings universe. It's going to retail for $10.99, and as always, it's ages 10 and up, 2 to 4 players, and about 20-minute playtime. Switching gears here to Asmodee, something that's been a big talk in the community, is Splendor. Now, in this game, you play as a wealthy Renaissance merchant who is trying to acquire mines and transportation, hire artisans, and woo the nobility. Basically, you're going to try and create the most elegant jewelry that you can, sell it for the most coin, and be the most respected and celebrated merchant in all the land. This game is going to release for $39.99. It is going to be ages 8 plus, 2 to 4 players, and a 30-minute playtime. Something else that's coming up that I'm really excited about, we talked about it a little bit at Gen Con last year, is the Firefly RPG core rulebook from Margaret Weiss. Now, Firefly puts you right in the middle of the action of the popular television series, outrunning Alliance cruisers and trading bullets with fearsome bounty hunters, folk who want you what you have or want to put out the light of hope that you represent. And that is a tagline straight from the description of the book. I've peeked through the book a little bit. Everybody I've talked to that's played the game absolutely loves it. People who demoed it are just going nuts about it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's going to use the same system that is widely popular with Margaret Weiss games, and I just know that it's going to be a smash hit. It's going to be a hardcover book, 360 pages, and it's going to be $49.99. Now, here's going to be a big chunk of our releases. I'm a big War Machine player. Everybody here in the office is a big War Machine player, and when it comes to Privateer Press, they love just knocking our socks off with announcing all kinds of releases. So we're going to switch to Privateer Press. First up is Orsis Zoctavir the Butcher. Now, the Butcher has been out for a while, and a while ago they released a limited edition sculpt of him that came with two-headed Arguses. Now, this was a little hard to get for a while, but Privateer Press has just announced that they're going to make it widely available for $64.99. This guy is amazing. His sculpt looks great. He is going to be white metal. It's going to come as a box set. It's going to contain the Butcher and his 2 Arguses. So that's going to be great. And I'm going to be terrified of him on the battlefield. Next up in War Machine is Issyria, Symbol of Dawn. She's a retribution of Syracaster. Possessing immense arcane ability and a talent for the divinatory arts, Issyria has become one of the greatest military assets of House Niar. Now, what makes Issyria really cool is that she has no weapons. She's basically just a spellcaster. She uses Myrmidons to her advantage. heavy warjacks, if you will, and she just does her best to crush the opposition under the might of the Myrmidon foot, or possibly hoof, possibly boot, whatever you want to call it. Assyria, Sybil of Dawn is going to be $15.99 when she releases, and she's going to be white metal. Switching gears literally over to Convergence of Cirrus is Iron Mother Directrix and Servitor. This is a really big caster for the Convergence. Everybody in the Convergence community has been talking about this chick. They can't wait till she comes out. From what is described for her, says Iron Mother Directrix leads the Convergence with formidable brilliance, bold certainty, and unshakable conviction. She wields the entire military might of the Convergence, and every element of her army has its role within her plan. Apparently, she is just a really great caster. Her sculpt looks really good. I haven't been able to see any of her stats yet, but she is big talk in the community. She's going to be coming out next month, $34.99 for her. And it is going to be Directrix and 2 of her servitors. Keeping up with the Convergence of Cirrus news, Transverse Enumerator is going to be releasing next month for the Convergence, $11.99. It is also going to be white metal. Think of these guys as like your battle priests. They dedicate themselves to creating and protecting the Convergence weapons of war. And these senior priests have an intimate grasp of design specifications, tolerances, and limitations, which allow them to quickly adjust a unit's tactics even in the heat of action. So what scares me about this, because I'm going to be going against Convergence since I play Crix, what scares me about this is that with the Convergence and War Machine, their stats, all of your little warjacks and whatnot, their stats mimic the stats of their caster. So what's got me thinking is these Transverse Enumerators are going to be able to change the stats on the fly somehow and just make death rain from above everywhere. Going over to the card game, War Machine High Command, the Into the Breach expansion is going to be releasing. $15.99 for this expansion. It is going to be an 84 card expansion for War Machine High Command. It contains 5 copies each of 16 different cards, plus 4 different Warcaster cards. It's going to bring new strategies to your game, and keep an eye out on that. For Hordes, we've got some model releases. We've got Warhog Heavy War Beast. It's a minion. It's $34.99. It's going to be plastic. It's going to contain 1 Warhog in the box. These guys are just gigantic muscled hogs. They're just built. They're like working out at the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning, pumping the iron, trying to get pumped, We got to get to the field and we've got to blow things up. That was horrible, but you get what I'm talking about. So this guy's coming out. He's going to pack a punch, and right behind him is the Gorax. It's been out for a long time for Circle Ouroboros. This guy is going to be remade in plastic, which is awesome. I like the metal mini, but, I have a big thing against putting metal models together. So the Gorax is going to release next month, $18.99, plastic. Hordes players, you know what I'm talking about. Finally, in the Hordes releases, we've got the Bog Trog Ambushers. It's a minion unit, $49.99. It contains a leader and 9 grunts. These little guys, they're little amphibians. They remind me of like little bitty swamp trolls. Murlocs, if you play WoW at all, those guys are a pain. These guys are just going to overrun you. They're going to stab you with sticks. You're probably going to get dysentery. Probably going to die really quick. Look forward to that next month. Back to the War Machine side of things. Retribution of Syra and Convergence of Cirrus will now have their own rack markers. I know a lot of people like to pick up the rack markers and not only use them as, rack markers, but people like to paint them up. And for instance, I saw a picture today of a big giant troll using a rack marker as a base, so that looked pretty cool. $19.99. It's going to contain 2 light rec markers, 1 heavy rec marker, and 3 bases. So that's not too bad. Alright, moving over to Plaid Hat Games, something that Kay is very, very excited about. A game is releasing next month called Dead of Winter. It's going to be $59.95. Now, Dead of Winter is an experience that is that can only be accomplished through the medium of tabletop games. Okay? It's a story-centered game about surviving through a harsh winter in an apocalyptic world. In this case, it's a zombie outbreak. The survivors are dealing with their own psychological imperatives, but must find a way to fight off outside threats, resolve crises, find food and supplies, and keep the colony's morale up. If you've been reading the website, Kay's been keeping up with this game quite a bit. She's posted some previews. It reminds me of kind of like a City of Horror feel, but much more serious. And I'm really looking forward to this game. 13 and up on the age range here, 2 to 5 players, 90-minute playtime. Keep an eye out on this. It's going to be something you're not going to want to miss. All right. Paizo. Paizo's got a lot of things coming out next month, as they always do. Just a few things here. Pathfinder cards, tiers at Bitter Manor, $10.99 for the deck. Unlock the past, get the most out of the Pathfinder module. Tiers at Bitter Manor with this custom-made assortment of characters, treasures, and more. Basically, just a bunch of item cards that are going to help you with your adventure path if this is the one that you are choosing to play. Following that up are the Mummy's Mask item cards, $10.99 as well for the deck. Basically, item cards and supplement cards for your Mummy's Mask adventure path. If you are in the desert going through tombs. Pathfinder Map Pack, Dungeon Rooms, is going to be $13.99. It's going to be releasing next month. In this map pack, you're going to get Battle-Scarred Hall, Column Corner, Columned Vault, Crumbling Corner, Ruined Chamber, and a Side Gallery. So basically, if you want to make dungeons, this is what you need. The Pathfinder Adventure card game, Rise of the Rune Lords 4, Fortress of the Stone Giants. It's another expansion for the Pathfinder Adventure card game that released last year. It is $19.99. It's a 110 card deck expansion. It includes new locations, monsters, villains, loot, and more, as well as 5 new scenarios that constitute the complete Fortress of Stone Giants adventure. So if you somehow manage to make it through all the other adventures still alive and with items and still kicking, check this deck out. The Pathfinder Adventure Path, the Mummy's Mask 1, Half Dead City. It'll be $12.99. This is the first part in the Mummy's Mask adventure path, and it begins an exciting new adventure in the pyramid-laden realm of Osirion, land of the pharaohs. In Wati, the half-city, the Church of Pharasma holds a lottery allowing players to delve into the tombs of the city's vast necropolis in search of nations' lost glories. Look forward to some mummy fights in there. So, following that up is going to be the Pathfinder campaign setting, Wrath of the Righteous Map Folio. This is really cool. It's going to be $19.99 when it comes out next month. It includes huge illustrated poster maps that depict the Crusader city of Canabras, the setting for the first Wrath of the Righteous adventure, and the abyss-touched territory of the World Wound. Now, this place is like a giant demon spawning pit. Everything has gone to hell, literally. I say that as a location because it's what it looks like there. It's just a map folio. It's got a bunch of maps in it for your Pathfinder adventure. Even if you're not playing the Wrath of the Righteous, this is really good to have because it's going to supplement what you've already got. And in other news with Paizo, finally we're going to wrap it up with the Pathfinder Player Companion Champions of Balance, $12.99 when it releases next month. Whether you fight for law, chaos, or a philosophy in between, the Champions of Balance allows you to tip the scales in your favor. In the book, you're going to find discussions on how to create a huge variety of lawful neutral, neutral, and chaotic neutral characters, and inspire neutral heroes and anti-heroes. So basically, everybody is going to agree to disagree, put down their weapons, bake cookies, and everybody's going to have a lot of fun. This is the Champions of Balance. Check that out next month. Something that really surprised me that's coming out next month is the announcement from Twilight Creations. As you may have remembered, last year was kind of hard for Twilight Creations. We lost somebody very important to us, but that's not stopping them from putting out some amazing content here. They are going to be releasing Cthulhu, Hasta La Vista, baby. This is going to be a game for $34.99, and the only way I can describe it is zombies with Cthulhu. It thrusts you into a desperate fight against elder forces from beyond space and time. You place the stalwart private detectives and quick-thinking girl Fridays who have stumbled onto the cult's plans, and now it's your job to find and sanctify enough ritual sites to prevent the Avatar's arrival. It looks really good. The components look really good. I mean, like I said, I compare it to Zombies, somewhat of a smaller game. 2 to 6 players, 75 minutes playtime. Of course, I say that right after I say it's like a small game, but it's definitely worth checking out, so do so or you're going to go mad. And to end things with this video today, Upper Deck is going to be releasing the Spider-Man expansion for Marvel Legendary. Now, this didn't have a price attached with it. It said to ask your local retailer, so I don't know if that's going to have any effect or on the price or if they have released the price yet. But do that. Spider-Man and his allies make their long-awaited return to the Legendary Universe. Players can create their own powerful combos on the fly, combining their heroes' awesome abilities and take down nasty Marvel masterminds. You need to find this deck, you need to pick it up, because it's got Carnage in it, and Carnage trumps everybody. Everybody. Any supervillain that's ever been made, Carnage trumps them. Like I said, there's no price on this yet, but that is what we know for now. Well, and there you have it. That was a quick and dirty run-through of just some of the games that are going to be coming out next month. I want to take the time to thank Meeple Monthly for supporting us and making these videos. I'm really looking forward to making next month's video of what's going to be coming out the following month. It's just like we're traveling in time here, folks. I just don't have a TARDIS, but maybe if we do some budget cuts here at the office, might be able to fit one in here. You never know. If you want to find out what else is coming, check out Meeple Monthly. Head over to their website. It's meeplemonthly.com. You can get a subscription of Meeple Monthly, 12 issues, $36. It's really, really worth it. Some great interviews, upcoming games, get to look at stuff, pretty pictures. Just go do it. Well, that's about all I've got time for today. I will see you next time. And as always, here at Initiative Tabletop, happy gaming, would ya?